Well, folks, it looks like we're gonna have company in just a few days. And if you can't already tell by my tone of voice, that company is gonna be a little bit creepy. I don't know about you, but there are a few things that freak me out more than insects, specifically cicadas. Well, guess what? It's almost time for the great cicada takeover of 2025. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you all about it. So let's talk about cicadas and why I am so terrified of them. In addition to being active during the summer, they spend most of their time underground, only emerging every 13 or 17 years depending on the species. Unfortunately, even though cicadas are pretty much harmless to humans, a lot of people freak out when they see them and try to kill them. Believe it or not, there are actually people who believe that eating cicadas is a delicacy. Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that I'd be scared of them. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm still a little scared, but I'm willing to admit that they are pretty cool. And maybe, just maybe, I'd be willing to try one if I absolutely had to. They either fry them or roast them over an open flame. And apparently they taste like a very strong blue cheese with some pharmaceutical notes. To each their own, I guess. Now, you might be wondering why on earth they spend so much time underground. And even longer if they spend 17 years underground. Well, the last time they emerged was back in 2007, which was 14 years ago. Since this happens every 17 years, it's a big deal for a lot of different reasons. For one, it helps scientists keep track of time. Because they emerge at such a predictable interval, scientists use them as a natural metronome to keep track of time while they're redoing other scientific stuff. Like for example, in 2019, researchers were able to determine the age of some ancient Mayan ruins by using the emergence patterns of cicadas. They also help us understand climate change. Due to the fact that they spend so much time underground, they are very sensitive to changes in temperature and rainfall. So by studying them, scientists are able to better predict future climate patterns. And I don't blame you for asking that question, because it sounds kinda dumb. But there's actually a very good reason for it. Spending so much time underground allows cicadas to avoid predators. By spending the majority of their life underground, they have less exposure to predators that could eat them. This also keeps them safe from things like habitat destruction caused by humans. And finally, by spending so much time underground, they are able to take advantage of a food source that doesn't fluctuate much year to year. First, let's go ahead and address the fact that I'm not really afraid of them. I just wanted to say that because I think it would be funny if I was like, brace yourself, the takeover is beginning. These periodical cicadas have been underground for the past 17 years, and in just a few days, they will begin to emerge in billions in the states of Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas. That's right. You heard me correctly. We are talking about billions of cicadas here. Just to put into perspective how many cicadas we're talking about. Researchers estimate that there are around 1.3 million cicadas per acre in the area where they will be emerging. So if you live in one of those states and you plan on going outside, well, just be ready for a lot of cicadas. And then at the end of the video, I'm like, and now enjoy these beautiful creatures. No, they're very scary. As many of you probably already know, the United States is currently experiencing a cicada emergence that started back in May with the first broods coming out in North Carolina and Georgia. But before we get to why this is such a big deal, let's talk a little bit about what cicadas actually are. As I've mentioned a couple times in this video, cicadas are insects. More specifically, they are part of a group of insects called Hemiptera, which also includes things like aphids, true bugs, and planktons. There are over 3,000 species of cicadas worldwide, and here in the United States, we have about 175 different types. Most cicadas are only active during the summer months, and they get their name from the somewhat cicada-like sound that males make in order to attract a mate. Periodical cicadas are a little bit different though. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think that's a pretty smart strategy. So why is this particular cicada emergence such a big deal? Oh, thank you so much for watching this video.